What up, y'all? Who the heck is Reuben Lowery? I've been hearing his name all week, so I decided to take a dive into Reuben Lowery and see who he is, where he came from, and what kind of traits did he have in college to make us pick him up as a UDFA, and why his name keep popping up in different feeds throughout the first week of training camp for the Baltimore Ravens. So sit back, strap in. We're gonna take a look at and see if we can find out who Reuben Lowery is. On two, ready, break. So Reuben Lowery comes to us from Tennessee Chattanooga Moccasins. He's listed as 5'9", 192 pounds, and the roster has him as a cornerback. But after watching tape on Reuben, no, safety, safety, and just from watching the plays I watched, I'll give you some strengths and negatives of Reuben before I get into the plays I pulled out. The strengths I saw in Reuben. He's good around the line of scrimmage. He's good defending the run, especially avoiding blocks from pullers. In the pass game, solid. Has some good technique, but he's not a superb athlete. So sometimes speed, height, and weight just beat him because he don't have the speed, the height. He do have the weight at 192, but sometimes genetics just win for him. And so I'll take you through a few plays to let you see, basically a summation of what I saw on tape. Patreon members, you have 3 videos of Reuben, 2 versus the run, 1 versus the pass. So if you are not a Patreon, please go over to patreon.com/hip-to-tally. Tap in and do so. Couldn't put those films on YouTube because they instantly were blocked. So even I'm talking about for members, even if I put them not for monetization, they still were blocked. So to see those, you got to go to Patreon, and I appreciate you guys for doing that. But they are over there on patreon.com/hip-to-tally. And so I'm gonna give you about 7 clips here, and I'll break them down for you, and let's get started. No, it's not you. I got it. Well, it might be you, but don't go nowhere. Let's dive into the film version of Reuben Lowery III. But before we do that, if you have not smashed that like button, please do so. Helps the channel more than you know, and the support is greatly appreciated. But let's dive into this film. You see Reuben coming off the end right here, and this is one of his strengths, taking on pullers. And you'll see the tight end from, I'm going to say this is Mercer, trying to pull, and they're running some kind of power, same side power. And watch how Reuben attacks it. He's going to get underneath it. Actually, it's the guard he gets underneath and gets the TFL. And we're gonna get an even better view from the end zone. Same play right here from the end zone. You'll see him coming to your screen at the last minute, right there off the edge. Now, the guard is the one who's supposed to kick him out. Watch him dip his shoulder. Right there. He dips his shoulder inside and spills it to the linebacker. But it doesn't have to get to the linebacker. He's right there to make the tackle because they still try to fit it inside. Form tackle, head in the right spot, arms outside, wrapped up, drive the man back. And again, he's really good around the line of scrimmage as far as avoiding pullers and making tackles and things of that such. He has deficiencies elsewhere, but in my opinion, this is one of his strengths. So in this day and age where football is played a lot in the perimeter, you need a guy that can basically defeat blocks and go make tackles. And here's a perfect example of Reuben doing so. You see him circled in the purple and black circle. And this perimeter football, man, they run a little outside zone, and he's going to be super aggressive in coming up and defeating this block of number 85, keeping outside leverage, because you always want to keep outside leverage because your help is from the inside, and you see the help coming. That's help. That's help. And he got outside leverage, so he is the help on the outside. And watch him finish the play. Bam. Great job. Great job. Fundamental football. And he's really good fundamentals. So on this next play, we get a sample of how well he works in space. And we see him here around the line of scrimmage because they have a tight trips at the line of scrimmage, using the H-back as one of the trips bunch set. And he's supposed to press the man on line of scrimmage, but immediately that guy releases to go block the corner. The back guy, the number 3 guy, runs a bubble, and they got a little RPO going with like a outside zone with a lead, and I guess they're reading. They should be reading 7, and in my opinion, the quarterback makes the wrong read. But we're not here to talk about the quarterback. He pulls it and throws the bubble predeterminedly. You see, I got 1-on-1 in space with a shifty receiver, so to speak, and he comes up and make the tackle with no help. You got a guy that you want to miss tackles, and I got a few stats here to the side. 7 missed tackles throughout the 2025 season, so that's not bad. Only 35 receptions allowed, and he played up around the line of scrimmage and back a little bit, and some little nickel corner as well. But let's go on to the next play. Him defending the slot, and they're kind of like in a cover 4 situation. And rules of cover 4, if your guy go a certain amount of yards vertical, it turns into man. And I think that's what you have. And you'll see him weave and open up to the outside to protect the outside. And so he's giving the defender the inside lane, knowing that if he runs a post, I got to close on it and break on it. And as I say close on it and break on it, look what he's doing. Closing, breaking on the ball, and plays it perfectly. That left arm over the shoulder. Right where it needs to be. Right where it needs to be. Great position. Great cover 4 rep right there versus the receiver. This right here is a beautiful rep playing coverage. Playing man coverage on the slot corner at the top of your screen up there. We try to run him on an out and up. Got in phase, then use the sideline as an extra defender. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go back to it. Run the out. Stays in phase. Don't break too hard on it. If they throw the out, hey, you called it. I'm going to tackle you. Then when they turned it up, put his hands on him, realized where he was, kept forcing him to the sideline, Receiver look for the ball, I look for the ball. So on my inside shoulder, I turn and find it. Go make a play on the ball. Whole time the receiver's out of bounds. So now at this point, the receiver can't be the first person to touch the ball because he stepped out of bounds. Unless they deemed force out of bounds. But even so, great positioning. That's great positioning right there. If you look at this is great positioning for Lowery. Can't ask for a better position out of a DB. Now, all right, to me, this is a great example of cover 2. You see him, highlighted with the purple and black circles. And he has hook curls. The corner above him has flats. The safety has a half. And that's kind of, the triangle that they play on that side of the field. Watch the communication with the corner after the play starts. See him drop to his hook curl. The slot defender starts to go away. The corner yells in. He pivots and breaks in on the little scissors they got going. Now he's taking the number 1 receiver. And he has inside leverage on him, which is great. But the ball is not coming to him. The ball is actually going to be thrown to this guy. Now, how Lowery makes this catch, I do not know. He kind of stumbles on this interception, so to speak. But it's a great freaking play. He gets pushed out of the way by the receiver that he, basically undercut. But in doing so, that receiver pushes him right into the play. Now, how he catches that ball, I don't know. But he did. And it ended up being an interception for his team. Great instinctual play. Just, hey, the ball's right here. Let me catch it. And that's what happened. And we'll close it out on this one. This one is a play where he's basically playing the nickel and playing one-on-one with a slot receiver. And I put this one on here because I want you to pay attention to the transition from back pedal to breaking on the ball, which is pretty good as to why I would consider him a hybrid. Can play some safety, can play some nickel corner. He's a jack of all trades, which I think is why he's having a little success in Baltimore's training camp as well, because he can do a little bit of everything, which is what they love. They love guys that can play the run, that can play in the box, that can play deep safety. And with him showing that he can do that on that level, that's probably why he's having some early success in training camp. Bam, look how he stick that foot in the ground. No false steps. Back pedal, stuck the foot in the ground. No false steps. Transition, downhill. Oski to the apartments. Pick 6 for him. And we're going to end on a good play. And that's Reuben Lowery, people. For those that don't know, you've now been introduced. And I'm your reason for this film session. So I appreciate you guys for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. Like the video if you've not done so. I don't know why you here this far and you hadn't liked the video. Drop a comment if you have any questions about what you've seen on tape, and hopefully I can answer it for you. Hit the bell so you can be notified when the rest of this content drops. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with a review of what went on at practice. The first padded practice is tomorrow, and team number 5 on the Zip to Tally preseason power rankings. So today is the last week. 5 through 1 will come out this week. I appreciate you guys, man. Tell somebody you love them. Peace and love.